Good day everyone. Yeah, you're welcome to Setro Craft channel today. This Jacket Setro. Yeah, today what do we want to be learning? We're learning something new. You'll see me wearing this my Bogus what's it called? Sleeve ball dress. Bogus sleeve ball dress. That's what we want to be learning today, just in few minutes. So please, I want you to like this video. If you're not started following us on Facebook, follow us on Facebook at Setro Fashion School. Our Twitter handle is Setro Fashion, Instagram Setro Fashion, and let's be out there everywhere. So it's happening live in Lagos. Don't forget. Please don't mind me, I like to talk. Yeah, it's happening in Lagos. Yes, what's happening? Lagos Fashion Week. Yes, it's going to start from the 16th to 18th of October. And we're going to be doing what? A live stream on our channel here. So please, anywhere you are in the world, I think it's starting 10 a.m. each day to 6 p.m. So we're going to be having live stream. There will be the work runway show and different show of African fabric here in Lagos at a core hotel. If you want to be part of this, you can just get to us. We're partners as in Setro Craft channel. It's partnering with this, so don't be left out. So let's get back to the business of the day. Bogus sleeve ball dress. Bogus sleeve ball dress. It's as easy as A and B and C. If you've been following this channel of recent, you know right now I'm doing this series of my princess cut pattern. So I'm still going to cut it that way. If you've not known how to cut it very well, you can check my shaku shaku sleeve princess cut dress. You'll get to know it. So I'll be using half length 16, but I've told you for this pattern of princess cut, the front panel must be more than the back panel by, let's say, 1 inch. So to arrive at that 16, I'll cut on 18 for the half length. Then the underbust is 10.5. The bust point, I mean. Then the underbust is 14 inches. So with this, we're good to go. I'll rule out this point. This is the bust line. This is the underbust. Then this is the half length. So with this right now, I'll go to the shoulder point. The shoulder is 15.5, so I can just make it 18. I can just make it 8. You divide by 2, that should give you 7.5. So I can make it 8. You cut to the armhole is 17, so I'll cut on 8. If you don't know how to cut the armhole perfectly, please watch my video. I have a video to that. Check on this channel how to cut the armhole perfectly. And I had some questions. Somebody sent to me, I think it's on our Facebook page, that the half length, the bust point is 9, and the around armhole, half of the round armhole is 8 or something. So I said you could make there is not enough much space, so you could make this, you could cut on 7.5. By the time you're cutting finally, you trim to the normal size, then you use your bust point as 9.5. So I answered that question on Facebook. So right now, what do we do right now? You now get your bust point, as you can see, bust point or across bust or nipple to nipple, anyone you want to choose. This is 8, as you can see, 8. For 8, you divide by 2. Remember, the fabric is on fold. Yes, I have a fabric here. I would have used this fabric, but I don't want to cut on this plane, what's it called, so that you see it very clearly. So that means 4. And I told us the other time, instead of cutting on 4, you add 1/4 inch that you use for sewing seam allowance. This 1/4 inch. So this 4 1/4 here. It's so easy as A and B and C. So 4 1/4 across birds. On the underburst line, 4 1/4 also on the half length. Remember this bust line, underburst, then this is the half length position. So after arriving at this, you draw a straight line across bird. It's so easy as A and B and C to have your princess cut for this ball dress. Then you come to this armhole position. I just get 4 inches, the half point of this. So what do? I curve it Yeah. So right now I'll come to the underburst. Please follow me. I'll take 2 inches off. I'll curve it. Then I'll go to this armhole point. I'll take 1.5 inches off. I'll always repeat. Why am I doing all this? Look at what I'm putting on. It's to give it this shavy curve, as you can see, to make it this pointed. There are other buzz cut method that you don't really do, just normal princess that you don't really do it to be so curvy like this or something. It all depends on your choice. So I'll take this and I'll curve it right down to the burst line this way. So I'll make an extension. Could make an extension of 2.5 inches here, because by the time you'll be cutting, you will not be the same again. So if you don't have this extension, you will not be able to maneuver your sewing very well. So you just trace this 2 inches down to the waistline as well. Look other methods right now, and with this you're good to go. So you just cutting out. When you cut out, you could take your measurement parameters this way and you could cut out. So let me cut out, then I'll take the measurement parameters. So having it this way right now, what do? You have to notch the bust point, notch the underburst, and you notch the other side also. Why are you notching? Because by the time you'll be sewing, I hope one of my followers on Facebook said when she was actually sewing this, she had to stop. I think I'll show those in our sewing group, as in our WhatsApp group, how to just join this. I'll cut out on a little fabric and show you how you just join it together, because it has a way of you just joining it. So you get this place also knocked out, so that when you're sewing, it must align together. The bust point has gotten to align to this bust point, and this half length position has gotten to align to this half length position. So with this right now, you have this out. What is it? This is the half length that we've cut out. Cutting out this half length, the next thing for us is to cut the back panel. Then we cut the ball part of this dress. It's very easy, just knowing the magic that forms the ball. Have you seen it? This ball part, I see it's this ball shaped dress. I also have another one to show you here. This is just how these ball stuffs are made. This is another one. So just like that, the ball dress, just the magic in that. I know you know this before. So we just go to the back panel. I may not explain that as much because I've explained it in my other videos. If you don't know how to do it, just watch the sharp sleeve. I just cut out the back panel. You can go ahead. So right now, this is the front panel and this is the back panel. Please, in order to not waste your time, check the link below in the description box for how to cut this back panel in my sharp sleeve video, please. So let's go ahead. It's just the same way. The difference is just that you cut on the half length position for this. As you can see what I'm wearing, the ball dress, it has half length joining. Can you see the half length joining? Yeah, front and back. So it's just that way. So on the half length, I told you, if you want to arrive at 16 inches half length, you cut on 18 inches. Why? Because by the time we'll be joining all these curves together, you will not, it may be short of 1 inch, so you now trim to your normal size. Also the back panel, you can cut on 17 inches, and you now, I'll show you when we get there. So this right now, when you want to achieve your accurate measurement, if it's this way, you achieve your accurate measurement and add 4 inches. But if you don't want it that way, you just make sure it's lapping from the from the half length position like this, is lapping by ½ inch. Have you seen it? ½ inch this way. Yeah, ½ inch lapping this way, joining from the half length position. Have you seen it? So it's this way. So you now take your normal measurements. Let's say the bust is 40, that will be 10. For bust 40, 10 inches. Did my 10 inches here. You mark it 10 inches. Then you add 2 inches because I've lapped it. But if you've not lapped it, you add 4 inches. Then the underbust is 32. That will be 8, I think. That will be 8 divided by 4. So you add your 2 inches. Then the round waist is, let's say it's 36. That will be 8½ or 9. 9. That will be 9. So plus 2 inches. So you join your curves this way. You repeat same for the back panel. And so you cut out. So just like that. So you repeat same for the back panel. You take the normal measure, and remember please, this is just because this is not the fabric. If it's the fabric, you have to fold 1 inch this way, please. I explained all this in the shaku sleeve. I actually want to just explain the ball part in this dress. That's why I'm being fast about all this. Watch that shaku sleeve video, please. So you fold in 1 inch this way for your zipper. Yes, zipper lines. Then you take your normal measurements on the back panel as well. So we've achieved our half length. So this one, I'll just cut it out on a fabric right now. I'll show you after cutting out, sewing. For those in my WhatsApp group, I'm going to show you how to sew it. After cutting out this fabric on this pattern, I'll show you how to sew it in my WhatsApp group. So you click the link if you want to join. Just see the technique of sewing that. Yeah. I'll drop the link to my Facebook group, that's Central Fashion School on Facebook, on the description box. So right now this is it. Cutting out this pattern, cutting out the pattern on this fabric, so that it will not just be pattern. You have it this way. Can you see? It has been joined this way. So this is the front panel. Look at my this is my bust ball. Yes, it's also on YouTube. If you want to know how to make it, it's free. It's on my channel. Have you seen it? You do a lot of ironing when it gets to this. And you can see the one I'm putting onto. You do a lot of ironing. Then what you use is this wording. You use wording. You affix it to it. I also showed it. I think I showed it in the shaku sleeve, so that it will stay well this way. It will be firm. But mind you, if you don't want any wording, you could. But that's very good for those that are really busted. Their bust really falling. So this joining this, you can see this. You can see. So with this right now, what I just did, what was done to achieve this, and let me tell you, this was not an intentional style. It was just that my fabric was not enough. I had 3 yards of fabric for this ball dress, so I had this what's it called, lycra fabric at home, as you can see in pieces. So I don't know what's going to happen. Let me just create one. So any mistake or any shortage of material is actually a style in fashion. So I just came out with, okay, let me have this style, because the fabric, that's the meaning. The fabric was there, you know. So if you want it that way, it's so easy. So having this front panel this way, because some persons might come now and start asking me. So you just curve it this way. Let me use a chair. So by the time you cut it off right now, it's going to give you this that you have. And for the back also, for the back panel, this is the back panel, and it's soon. This is the back panel. Yeah, I didn't put zipper allowance. Some persons were complaining of folding at the back of the so this is the back panel. So, and for you to achieve this style at the back, It's also so easy. Just have your zipper here, the V-neck, then you have this. It's let me tell you, you just want any style with it. The style that was just enough for this my back panel, I'm not seeing it right away, so I could not just, so it's just cutting out anything that the fabric allowed me to cut. So it's just as easy as A and B and C like that. So having seen the front and back panel, yes, this is what I wanted to explain. Some persons were like, the front is more than the back panel, and which of course you can witness that is so. Can you see that the front panel is more than the back panel? But on the second thought, by the time the bust gets into it this way, it's still going to go up. So whatever excess is left, you are just going to what? Cut up to your normal half length measurement. That's why you keep excess. In fashion, it's good if you have excess, but if you have a shortfall, it's not good. So let's say you want to achieve 16 and what you have left is 14. It's just going to come here. It's going to be under bust style to turn to another style. But if you want, you can just add, make your half length 18. So by the time you are through, you see this half length, actually look at it, this back panel is 17 and I want to achieve 16. So I'm still very much on point. I'm going to use half to join on the half length. I'm going to use half to join on the shoulder points. So with that, I'm good to go. So you check the front panel as well. You check the front panel. You can see this front panel is showing me 16 and a half. Can you see what we're saying about the back being more than the front? The back was giving us 17, but the front panel is giving us 16 and a half. So with this, you just join the half panel, the front panel on quarter inch. So you arrive at 16 and they'll be same. So I do hope with this you understand this. Then the ball pad, it's so easy, and the bogus so easy. Right now, achieving the ball pads of this dress, what do you need? You need your what? Your round waist. That means from that half length position, look at it right now, and I hope you know that you start taking your shoulder measurement from here. You can see the bust point. So the half length 16. So from that half length point, you take the circular measurement because you're going to join the upper part to the lower part from there. So you take the half length measurement this way. This, if you want, the person wants it to 33, but 33 is too much. 32, you can see it's okay. So 32 is the round waist for this. So the next thing you need for the ball part is the length, how long you want the dress to be. Let's say you want to achieve dress length 38. So you already know that 16 is off, the remaining will be for the lower part. So I do hope you understand that. So getting the circular part of the ball dress right now, it's so easy. You just come here, we want to achieve waist 32, circular waist 32. So you just do, I have a video on circular skirts that does the calculation, but if you don't want the calculation, you can watch that. You can just do it this easy way. What's going to give you 8? That 32 we're going to divide by 4. Why are we dividing by 4? The fabric is on 4 fold. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 4 fold, you make the fabric on 4 fold this way, full circle, yeah, 360 degrees. So you come this way, you now make it 8 inches. You just try to get the point that you will achieve this 8 inches circularly. It can be more, but it should not be shorter. As you can see, there was just a little gathers affixed here. So if it's much, you could just make a style out of it. You see, like this. So 8 at least. So this 8 here. So I'm going to check this part. What's giving me this? So you just hold that point. That's the radius that is giving you. That's 8. Let's say 5¼ Let's see if it's going to give us 8. 5¼ this way. You come to this point as well. Place it this way. You achieve the 5¼ Then you come to this point as well. Place it and you achieve the 5¼ So you connect the points this way. Particularly, I'm making this ball dress part video because of my registered online students, Madam Grace and Fatima. They actually want to understand this ball part very well. That's why I'm really dedicating this video to them. I hope it reaches them. Yeah. So right now, what do? haven't arrived at the circular part this way, you just put your tape forward this way. The half length, you know, the half length will be matched to it on this 16 inches point. So let's say you're achieving 35 inches dress length, or whatever length you want to achieve, you can achieve. It all depends on you. So this is the 35 here. Make sure the 16 will be on this half inches, on this curvy part, because that's where you join to the upper parts. So you achieve the 35 here as well. So you still bring it here, 16, you achieve the 35. So you get your circular part. So that's just how the, if you want it to be really curvy, you make sure you keep the 16 this way. I did that in my circular skirt. Let me do it because of Madam Grace again. You keep the 16, you still achieve the 35, you can see, to really achieve the curve. Keep the 16 there, you achieve the 35 again. This is the lining, just to achieve this ball part of my dress. As you can see, the ball shape part, just like you have it here, this ball shape, this ball shape. So how do we achieve that if you don't know how to cut the lining? Normally, if you just want to do the lining, you do your lining this way, so you cut it out this way as well, just like this. You cut it out. This is just a rough sketch, but for you to achieve this pattern of ball dress, there are different styles in fashion. For you to achieve this pattern of my own, what you do is just that you get the length of this, the whole length of this. This is 19 inches, 19 and a quarter. So it's the lining, you use it to turn it in. So you make sure that the lining will be 2 inches shorter. That's, the lining will be 17 inches. The fabric is how many inches? 19 inches. The lining will be 17 inches. And mind you, if you want to achieve 40 inches dress, that means you make your dress 42 inches, because 2 inches will be used for the turn in. Please note that. So 19 inches, you make this, you now cut this, you place it here, you cut exactly this way, this circular part, you cut it exactly, but you cut on 17 inches this way. I don't just want to waste this lining. Right now you can see this lining is shorter than the fabric, so you just place the elastic on the fabric this way, you hem together. This is another method. You just place the elastic and the fabric together this way. You put your elastic, it depends on how free you want it to be. Some persons want it to be so tight, it will be so tight they'll not be able to work. Some persons want it to be bogus, like myself. I like it being bogus this way, so that's why mine is this bogus. So it all depends on how you want it. So you can see this is really bogus, the elastic is free. So with this elastic, you hem it to the lower part of the lining and the fabric this way. So by hemming it this way, the fabric automatically comes this way, as you can see. So it goes just like mine. You see, the fabric will go away this way. You can see the lining. Mine, I used it to turn it in. So this, you have it this, and you have it. So that's just the magic behind the ball part of the dress. Having your ball dress, there are different styles of ball dress. Then what you would ask me is this my bogus sleeve. If you don't know how to achieve the basic sleeve properly, also check my box. We have a video to that effect. So what you just do is to do what you want to achieve your normal sleeve. The normal sleeve, to achieve this, it's about 14.5 for someone like me, 14.5 lengths. Then you get the round sleeve, you get the round armhole. The round armhole for someone like me is 17 inches. Then the round sleeve here, it's about 12, the sleeve mouth, so it's about 12. So what do? It's very easy. You just make sure you have curved part this way. So you just You just say this is my origin. So it all depends. If you want the pleats to really be much like mine, you may have to come down a bit this way and come this way. So that's just the logic behind this. So you now take your length, sleeve length. I told you this 14.5. So to also go this way. So when you need the round sleeve, it's when you are fixing your elastic. Some persons will really want it to be firm, some want it to be free. So just like that, it will be this way. It could be so long. It depends on how bogus you want it to be. It depends on how bogus you want it to be. So you see, it's not like the normal sleeve. And if you want the pleat to really be, you make this come down a bit again, a bit. So let me still have another line. You can see. So it all depends on the level of the bogusness you want to achieve in the sleeve. Let me say it that way, if there's any English like that. So I hope I'm not confusing you. This is what you use in pleating, in achieving this pleats. Like you can see the pleats. So after this, so do you want to know the magic that I used? It was not just this bogus sleeve. I had to affix something to it to give me this. So I will show those that are in my I'll show those that are following us on Facebook and in my WhatsApp group. I'll show you what I had to use on it to make it this bogus. So I love you all. It's nice having you around. So this is the simple way of achieving this ball dress bogus sleeve in just a few minutes. So you can be part of that our Facebook group by just clicking the link below. Then you follow us on Instagram, follow us at Settle Fashion. Our Twitter handle is also Settle Fashion. So expecting you at the Lagos Fashion Week. The Lagos Fashion Week is 16th to 18th of October, please, October, at Eco Hotel for real. So please, expecting you there. If you want to showcase your wares, you want to come for the wrong way, you want to come and buy, there'll be a lot of goodies and cheap things there. Please come around and it's going to be nice. So like, come your way next time. I remain Joke Setro, and please do watch my vlog. I have a vlog right now on my pregnancy experiences. Please do watch. Then like. To like this video means you give us a thumbs up on it. So just click that thumbs up, then press the notification bell to get notified of our videos. I love you all. Bye bye.